Hi there, welcome back. In this series of video lectures about the spanning trees, the next topic that we are going to discuss is how to construct a minimum spanning tree out of the given graph using the concept of Prim's algorithm. So today we are going to implement the Prim's algorithm with an example, and also we'll discuss about the pseudocode of the algorithm. So in last video was about the introduction to the spanning trees. So here essentially we need to construct a spanning tree or a tree out of the given graph such that the summation of all the edges included, or the summation of the weights of the edges included in that tree should be minimum. So what we are going to do, we are going to construct or find a subgraph such that it should include all the vertices. The vertices should be connected and there should not be any cycle, and additionally the total cost of the tree should be minimum. So basically Prim's algorithm is a greedy approach which finds a minimum spanning tree for a connected, weighted, undirected graph, right? So it finds a subset of the edges that forms a tree which includes every vertex where the total weight of all the edges in the tree should be minimum, right? So what does this mean exactly? We will do it, we will implement it using an example, right? But before that I would like to discuss about the pseudocode of the algorithm. Now this is a function mstprim where we are passing three values. One is g, another one is w, and the next one is r. So what is this g? G is the set of, or the combination of two sets, that means vertices and edges, right? And this w is what? It is the weight which has been assigned to all the edges. And what is this r? Now this r is an arbitrary node which is named as a root selected from which we will be starting the traversal of the graph, right? So we can say this r is the root node or the start node from which we are going to start the construction of the spanning trees. Now the second point says that do key of u as infinity. So what we are going to do is, let's say we have two nodes u and v in a graph. So the initial thing is that we are going to do is we are going to assign a key value to all the nodes present in the graph, and we will be initializing it as infinity. What is this pi? Pi will be telling the previous node when we will be traversing the tree, right? So we'll understand the concepts using an example. Now the next line says that the key value, right? So we are constructing a tree such that we have two nodes. Now the next line says that the key value of r should be 0. Now let us say this, that u, let's say u is the initial node or the root node. So what we are going to do, we are going to assign the key value as 0 to the root node, and rest all the vertices will be assigned a key value as infinity. There will be a data structure q used which will be storing all the nodes of the given graph, and until and unless this q becomes empty, what we are going to do, we are going to extract minimum of this q, that means the node with minimum key value, and we will be finding the adjacent of those nodes. Now let's say if we consider our example here, so let's say this u and v, they are adjacent nodes. So what we are going to do, we are going to check the weight value of this edge. Now if this weight value is less than the key value of v, such that this v is adjacent to u. So if this weight value is smaller than the key value of v, so what we are going to do, we are going to assign the or update the key value of v with w. So this is the last step, that if v belongs to q, that means if this node has not been traversed, that means it is there in the queue, then if the weight of uv is less than the key of v, then u will become the previous node of v. That means this pi v will be updated with u. That means u is the previous node of v in the traversal of the tree, and the key value of this v will become what? W of uv. Now to understand this code, basically we are going to understand it by implementing with an example. So let us consider this graph G, right? And this G is having how many nodes? There are 5 vertices, 1 2 3 6 vertices, 0 1 2 3 and 4 and 5, and there are some edges present with some weights allotted to these edges, right? Now, if we go with the algorithm that we discussed in the previous slide, so what we are going to do, what will be the first step? See, the first step says that select a root node. Now let us say this R is our root node. So what we are going to do initially, this root node will be assigned a key value as 0 and rest all the nodes will be assigned the key value as infinity, right? And now the next step says that we are getting a queue and queue has all the vertices, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Initially this pi value is nil for all the nodes. So initial values of all the key values are infinity and initial pi values are nil for all the nodes. Now let's see this example step by step. So I have solved this example to make you understand. See, let's say the initial values that have been set is, now these are the initial values and we can see this, that initial values have been set to infinity and nil, and this node 0 is allotted a key value as 0 and rest all the nodes have been allotted key value as infinity. We can see this, right? Now the first step says that extract minimum, right? So which node is the minimum? Now this red block shows this, the node with the minimum key value. So right now which node is having the minimum key value? Obviously 0 is having, node 0 is having the key value as 0, which is the root node also. So obviously this node is going to be the minimum value, so it will be extracted from the queue. Now 0 will be removed from the queue, and what we are going to do, we are going to find the adjacent nodes of this node 0. So what are the adjacent nodes? These are the adjacent nodes 1, 2 and 3. Now the next step says that if the adjacent node is having a key value such that the weight value is smaller than the key value, so we are going to update it. So here we can see the 0, 1, the weight is 3, the key value is 1, so that means this will be updated with 3. Here also the node value is having key as infinity and the weight is 6, so this will be updated with 6, right? Again this is the node value, the infinity is the key value and the edge value is 1, so this will be updated with 1. So what are the latest updated values? 0 has been removed from the queue, 1 is having a new key value as 3, 2 is having the new key value as 1 and 3 is having the key value as 6. How we are going to update the pi values? So initially the pi values were nil and now 1 has been updated through 0, 2 has been updated through 0 and 3 has been updated through 0. So pi values, that means the previous values will become 0, 0, 0 for 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 they will remain the same. So this is the first step. So that means we have extracted 0. So 0 has been included in our tree, right? So this node has been included in our tree. Now the next step says that, let's say the key value, again it is yes, so we are going to extract the minimum. Now which node is having the minimum key value? We can see this 2 is having the minimum key value. So again we are going to extract 2 from our queue and the next step will be finding the adjacent nodes of 2. So what are the adjacent nodes? Again 1 is adjacent, 3 is adjacent, 4 is adjacent and 5 is adjacent to 2. And what were the key values? Here the key value was 3, here the key value was 6 and the key value of 2 was 1 and this was having a key value as 0. Now again see this, 2 to 1 the weight value is 5, the key value is 3. So that means we are not going to update this. Why? Because the weight value is 5 of the edge and the key value is 3. So 3 is less than 5, or we can say 5 is not less than 3. So we will not update this. Again these are having the values as infinity, we can see here, right? So again this weight value is of edge is 6, this edge value is 6 and the key value is infinity. So again we are going to update it with 6. Why? Because 6 is smaller than infinity. And similarly here also the key value will become 4. Now see here 3 has been updated with 0, that much it was, the key value is 6, but here the weight value of the edge between 2 and 3 is 5. So this will be again updated with 5. So we can see here that 3, 4, 5, 3, 4 and 5 have been updated with the key values as 5, 6 and 4. And who has updated it? 2 has updated. That means the pi value will be changed to 2, 2 and 2. So the next node that will be in, that has been included in this given tree is 2 and 0. And how we are going to construct the tree? See, 2 is included. Now 2 has edges with connectivity with 1 also, with 3 also. So which edge we are going to consider? Obviously this pi will show us. When we extracted 2, we can see the pi value of 2 is what? 0. That means the edge connecting 2 and 0 will be included in the spanning tree, right? Now moving further, see here. So what are the values right now? This is 0. So this is the current state, and yes, we didn't extract here. So again, the next step says that extract minimum. So which node is going to be extracted now? Now this 1 has the minimum value of key, that is 3. So that the next node that will be extracted from the queue will be 1. And what is the value? 3 is the value. So this node will be included in a tree, right? So this edge and this edge will be included. Why? Because this value is 3, and what is the pi value of 1? Pi value of 1 is 0. So again, which node will be included? So we can see this tree, that this is the current spanning tree that has been extracted or generated from this given graph following these steps. Now moving further again, so when we extracted 1, now what will be the next step? We have to find the adjacent of 1. Now what are the adjacent nodes of 1 which are not which are present in the queue, right? So 2 is not present in the queue, 1 is not present in the queue, 0 is not present in the queue. So we are not going to consider 2 and 0 as the adjacent nodes of 1. So what is the adjacent node of 1? Right now it is 4, right? So are we going to update this key value? Yes, obviously. Why? Because this node value, the key value of 4 is 6 and the weight value is 3. So again this 6 will be updated with a new key value as 3. And who has updated this? 4. Again 1 has updated, so the pi value of 4 will also be updated. So you can see the green and red colors marked. These colors show that in this table that these values have been updated, right? So 1 has updated the key value of 4. So the next step says that what? Again, extract minimum. So what is the status that we have to extract the minimum node, and which node is having the minimum key value? Again, we can see here that 4 is having the minimum key value, right? So we are going to update the adjacent value. So we have extracted 4, right? And it has been included in the tree. And now what will be the adjacent values? We can see here 1, 2 and 5 are the nodes that are adjacent to 4. But as you can see here, node 1 and 2 are not present in the queue. So that means which is the remaining node that has to be updated if it follows the condition. So we can see 5 is the node whose key value is 4. And what is the weight of the edge connecting 4 and 5? It is 6. So 6 is not less than 4, right? Because weight value or the edge value is 6 and the key value of node 5 is 4. So that means 6 is not less than 4. So this key value will not be updated, right? Because the condition says that if the key value is greater than the edge value, then only we are going to update the key value with the weight of the edge. So that means after the extraction of this node 4, there will not be any change in the given key values and the pi values. So 4 was extracted and this 4 has been included because of this node 1, and the edge connecting 1 and 4 have been included in the tree. So the next node that we are going to extract is 5, obviously, because it is having a key value 4, which is the minimum right now among the nodes present in the queue. And now what will happen? In the next step we can see this, that the key value of 3 is 5 and the node connecting 5 and 3 is having the weight value as 2. So obviously we are going to update it with the new key value, which will be what? 2. So this will be updated as 2. So right now the key value becomes what? The key value of 5 becomes key value of 3 becomes 2, which has been updated because of 5, right? So 5 has updated the key value of 3. So here we can see this, the key value of 3 becomes 2, and who has updated? 5 has updated. Now the 3 is the only node remaining in the queue, so we are going to extract this, and again we can see this, the node value 3 has been extracted and it has been included in the tree, and the value is 2 connecting with 5. So this is the node which has been connected. So this is the tree that has been formed. Why? Because next step says that extract minimum, and 3 has already been extracted, and now the queue becomes empty. So if we go through the algorithm, it says until and unless while queue is not empty, we have to perform the steps of extract minimum. Then we have to find the adjacent nodes and update the key values accordingly if the weight of the edge connecting the two nodes is minimum or smaller than the key value of that particular node, right? So these are the steps through which we have constructed a minimum spanning tree. And how we are going to calculate the weight? See, the edges are 3. So what is the spanning tree that we have constructed? See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the edges. Why? Because minimum tree, the minimum spanning tree should have all the vertices present in the graph. And what are the edges? Now this one is the edge, this is the edge, this is the edge, this is the edge, and this is the edge. So what is the minimum cost or the MST weight? We'll see this: 3 plus 3, 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2. So the minimum cost weight will be 13. So this is the question that comes in your examinations also, your end semester examinations and your entrance examinations also, right? So this was the tree that was given, and this is the spanning tree that has been constructed out of this given graph, right? So following the different steps, let's say in your end semester exams you will have to show the steps. So these are the steps that you will be required to represent in your answer sheets, but in your competitive examinations you can draw it directly also, and we'll discuss that method also, how to draw the spanning tree directly from the given particular graph, right? So in short, if we say that we want to discuss the algorithm, we'll say this. Let's say this is the R arbitrary node that we have selected. Now let's say 0 is the node that is selected as the root node. Now what we are going to do, we are going to select all the adjacent nodes. Now again find the minimum, because it is the greedy approach. So which is the minimum node, minimum weight? So we'll say this 2 is the minimum value, right? So this edge has been this edge with 0 and 2 has been included with the minimum weight as 1. Now again 2 has been included. Now again, what are the adjacent nodes? So again we will mark the adjacent nodes from 2. Now we have so many values. So out of 3, 6, 1, 5, 5, 4, 6, which is the minimum? Again 3 is the minimum. This one is the minimum. So this node will be included in the spanning tree with the weight edge weight as 3. Now again 1 adjacent nodes with 1. So 1 all the nodes have been included. Now 4 comes in the scene, right? So now again we have the values, and which is the minimum? Again 3, 6, 5, 1, 6, 5. Which is the minimum? Again 3 is the minimum. So we are going to include this with the weight value as 3. Now again, what is the adjacent node to 4? 5 is adjacent to 4. So we have so many values, and again we are going to find the minimum value. So what is the minimum value now? So again, the minimum value is among the given values is, which has not been included, it is 4. So this becomes the next value that will be included. Now again, which is the adjacent node to 5? 3 is there. So we have traversed almost all the nodes, and now which will be the minimum node? Again the 3, and the minimum edge will be 2, that will be included. Now if we consider any other edge, let's say we find the next minimum, and let's say we try to include this node, right? So this will form a closed loop. That means we will not be including this node. So that means any other node edge included in this spanning tree, it will form a closed loop, and that will violate the property. That means this is the minimum cost tree formed from this given graph with the minimum weight as 13. So this was all about the implementation of Prim's algorithm, talking about the complexity of the algorithm. So we'll say this, that if we implement this algorithm using arrays, so the complexity is big O of V square, but if the given graph is represented using adjacency list, then the complexity is reduced to big O of E log V if using the binary heap, right? So it is a separate concept of complexity calculation. That's it for the implementation of the Prim's algorithm. Please, if you liked the video, please share it, subscribe to my channel, and I would love to hear from you. So please give your feedback in the comment sections below. That's it. Take care. I am signing off. Thank you.